Oh, yes. Welcome to our second lesson on triangles. In our maths lesson today, we're going to be learning all about triangles. This is our second introductory lesson on triangles. Yes, you're correct. I love the theme detectives. When children act as detectives, they solve a lot of crime, they find out a lot of information, they discover a lot of clues and evidence. And when children act as police, they also solve a lot of problems, and they're always willing to go the extra mile to gather clues to solve problems. So yes, calling all shape detectives, there are unsolved crimes that need your help. Use your suspect list and the clues you find to help you look up the right criminal. A three-sided shape has burgled a house. Talk to each witness in order by clicking on them to discover the clues you need to solve this crime. Miss Hexagon says, I saw a triangle running from the house. It had two straight sides the same length. The triangle had two straight sides the same length, says Miss Hexagon. Miss Pentagon says, I saw a triangle drive a car away from the house. It had one side longer than the others. Miss Pentagon said the triangle had one side longer than the others. Mr. Parallelogram says, I saw a triangle looking shifty. It had one right angle. Mr. Parallelogram said the triangle had one right angle. Click on the triangle you think is guilty of burgling the house. Before we go on a clicking mode, let's take a look at all the evidences once again. So we head to the court for the judge to decide the guilty one. It is true that Mr. Equilateral has two straight sides the same length, but he does not have a right angle, and he doesn't have one side longer than the other. I think you've got the wrong man. It is true that Mr. Scalene has one side longer than the other, but he does not have a right angle, and he doesn't have two straight sides the same length. I think you have the wrong man. It is true that Mr. Isosceles has two straight sides the same length, but it doesn't have a right angle. I think you have the wrong man. Well done. You solved the crime. Mr. Right Angle is behind bars. He is the one that committed the crime because he has a right angle and he's a right angle triangle. One of the sides are 90 degrees. A three-sided shape has robbed a bank. Talk to each witness in order by clicking on them below to discover the clues you need to solve this crime. Mr. Oval says, I was in the bank at the time. I saw a triangle that had one straight side longer than the others. Mr. Oval says the triangle had one straight side longer than the others. Miss Oblong says, I saw a triangle open the safe. He had one straight side shorter than the others. That's what Miss Oblong says. The triangle had one straight side shorter than the others. Mr. Octagon says, I saw a triangle in a getaway car. It had three straight sides that were different length. Now you have all the clues. You must decide which triangle committed the crime. Again, we've gathered all the clues and all the evidence, and we head to court for the Chief Judge to declare the criminal guilty. Clicking on the triangle you think is Click on the triangle you think is guilty of robbing the bank. Is it Mr. Equilateral? Will it be Mr. Scalen? Or yet again Mr. Right Angle? Or smiley Mr. Isosceles? Let's find out now. It is true that Mr. Equilateral has three straight sides, but they are all the same length. I think you have the wrong man. It is true that Mr. Right Angle has three straight sides, and they may not all be the same length, but I don't think you have enough clues to arrest him. It is true that Mr. Isosceles has one straight side shorter than the others, but he also has two straight sides the same length. I think you have the wrong man. You're absolutely correct, Mr. Scalen. Scary face is the criminal and is already now behind bars. Well done, you solved the crime. As you were such brilliant shape detectives, it is my privilege to award you with your shape detective's badge and send you on to solve more shape puzzles. Well done and congratulations for a job well done. Shape detective badge, here you are. Congratulations to all Gemsland pupils. You are all excellent shape detectives. Get your badges. Thank you for watching.